Hello everyone, happy National Scrapbook Day. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I'm just here to provide some inspiration using those, using the NSD kit that we were selling over the last couple of months. As you can see here, I have 4 cards with all my pieces are cut out. So I'm going to assemble them here with you today. But this kit was so cute. This is using the Lemon Squeeze collection from Simply Stated. Love this paper, super adorable. But yeah, I'm just going to go through these 4 cards here, hopefully provide some inspiration for you today on National Scrapbook Day. I know I'm not doing a scrapbook page, but that's okay. To me, National Scrapbook Day is about celebrating being crafty in whatever way that makes you happy. And this is how it makes me happy. Love making cards. And all of my cards today, I'm actually using the Simply Stated Get Well sentiments. So hopefully one day these cards can bring someone else a smile, like they brought me a smile while making them. Awesome, so this first card here, I have all my pieces cut out. I used a circle layering die to cut out my pieces. So I've got my card base, I have my background, I have my little polka dot element piece here to go on top, and then I have my sentiment and just a couple ephemera pieces here. So I'm gonna assemble this. I'm gonna add some embellishments and yeah, we'll go from there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and assemble this part first. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna glue it on flat. I'm actually going to, I think I'm gonna pop this up on some foam. Let's do that. I love popping up elements with foam. It just adds a really nice dimension to my cards. I don't know about you, but I don't like my cards being very flat. I don't. That probably means I can't mail a lot of my cards because I don't like them to be flat, but that's okay because I like giving my cards in person too, so that's totally fine. I'm going to peel that off. Perfect. Try and get that nice and center. There we go. Okay, and now I'm just going to arrange my pieces here so I know which way I want them. Let's see, I think I'm gonna go like that. Oops. I'm gonna lower this a little bit too. Get a little closer. There we go. Sorry, thank you. Awesome. Okay, so now let's see here. Probably tuck the lemon in right there. And I have this extra piece of greenery, which is really nice. So I'm probably just gonna tuck that in like so. Yeah, I really like that. Okay, so now that I know how I want to arrange my little cluster here, I'm gonna go ahead and start gluing pieces down. I'm gonna take these pieces away. Just start with this one here. Be right about there. And if you want to know what this is, if you don't know what this is the My Sweet Petunia glue press. Love it. I use it all the time. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about this. It just makes gluing with liquid glue so easy and precise. So love that. Okay, so next up, I think probably what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna pop this sentiment up with a little bit of foam as well. So I think I'm just gonna put a little foam square in the center here, and then that'll give me room to tuck these other pieces in the side like I want to. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just one right in the center. And that will go right about there. And then that lemon's gonna tuck in right there. And then this greenery I wanted to tuck in like so, but I'm gonna have to trim this now that I've put that foam square in there, which is fine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna trim, yeah, I'm gonna trim right there. So then that'll tuck in like so. Ooh, I like that. Okay. So now we'll get these pieces glued down. So cute, love that. So now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put this on my card base. I really like using liquid glue to put down my card bases just because it gives me a little bit of wiggle room if I don't get it on straight the first time. But you can use double-sided adhesive, you could even use foam adhesive, but I like using liquid glue. Sometimes it doesn't, it's not good for all cases, but in this case, I will gladly use it. There we go. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add on a couple of embellishments. I like to place my embellishments first before I glue them down. This needs something down here. And we'll do a little itty bitty one, maybe on the lemon. Oops. Okay, I know you can't see that yet, but I will glue these down and then I'll put it closer to the camera. And little one. Perfect. So now you can see just that little shine that those gems add. And then of course, one of my cards would not be complete without a little wink of Stella. This is the glitter clear. Ooh, that's really thick. Let me just wipe some of that off. There we go. I love adding Wink of Stella to my cards. It just adds a little bit of glitter, which I really like. Not too much. I just add to a couple of the elements, like the centers of the flowers here. Like so. And then that just adds a little bit of sparkle. Cute. So we've got a nice circle-shaped card, all done. Okay, awesome. Moving on to the next card. So this is a regular A2 size card that I have prepared. Again, I have my card base. I have my background panel just cut to A2 size, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I have a piece of pattern paper here that I actually cut out using a stitched rectangle die. And then I took one of my layering circle dies and cut out the center. And then I took another piece of pattern paper and cut out with the circle die as well. And that's actually going to go in behind. So what I'm going to do is on here, we're going to cut some foam tape, and we're going to do foam tape along the border here. Need just a couple other pieces here. Doesn't have to be perfect. I know it'll get all nice and popped up, which is what I'm wanting. Perfect. So before we take our pieces off of here, we need to get our piece adhered on my background. So I'm just going to put this piece on top and kind of eyeball it. This is the most difficult part because you want it to be perfect, but sometimes things go a little askew, and that's okay because this is handmade. It's not perfect. Okay, so I'm going to take that off. I think that was somewhere like that, but before I press that down all the way, it's going to go back in with this, and I see that I'm off just a smidge, so I'm just going to move it down. Oops. Let's go there. There we go. Good enough. I'm very happy with that. So I'm gonna make sure that's down and then go ahead and peel off my backing of my foam tape. Now, you could easily turn this into a shaker. This would be a very nice shaker design. I did not do that today, but that is just a little tidbit for you there. So you can put a piece of acetate on the back here and create a little window, and then you can put your little sequin mix in there, and it'll turn into a nice shaker card. Okay, let me see. Try and get this on straight. There you go. So you can see I'm a little off down here, but that's okay because I'm going to be covering most of that up with this. So I'm not too concerned about it. So we're going to pop that guy up on there. I do have a couple more ephemera pieces here. So I think I'm going to put that lemon somewhere like so. And this piece of greenery going behind like that. So you can see that bottom part where you could see that yellow. It's all covered now. So, okay, I like that. I'm going to go ahead and glue those down. And that guy will go on top there. Love it. Hold that down. And then again, I'm gonna go in and add some gems just for a little bit of sparkle because I love the sparkle. Oops. And I just put them at random. Just nice. Oh, actually, I like using 3 different sizes. I like having that variety. It's pleasing to my eyeballs. Come on. There we go. Go ahead and glue those down. Okay. And then the last step, you might have guessed it, is Wink of Stella. Where did my, oh, there it is. Wink of Stella. I love Wink of Stella so much I can't say it enough. I really, really, really recommend the glitter clear Wink of Stella for your card making. There we go. Card number 2. How pretty is that? Oh, I love it. Cute. Okay, moving on to card number 3. We have a different shape here. Oh, I just realized I didn't put this one on my card base, but that's okay. I'll do it later. So here we have another shaper card. This one's actually using the Spellbinders Emerald Cut Labels and Tag die set. It is one of my ultimate favorites. I use it all the time. I'm obsessed. I can't get enough of it. I love that emerald shape. It's just different and it's adorable, and I can't say enough good things. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going to glue this down. Put that right in the center, and it's so easy for me to line it up because the die that I used to cut this piece has like this little edge here, so it makes it super easy for lining things up. Make sure that's down. Look how cute that paper is. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I then also have this piece here. It's gonna be my anchor point for my sentiment. So when I was planning out this card, you know, I had these pieces and they kind of just looked like they were floating there and was not a fan. So I did have this little green strip of paper that I just decided to pop on there and use as my anchor point. And then I have these little bits here. So I think that's how I'm going to arrange it. Like that. I'm just deciding where I want to use my foam, because I know I do. I'm just gonna trim this piece down a little bit because I want it to fit just in that inner emerald there. So I'm just gonna eyeball it here. You might be thinking, oh my gosh, why not just use a trimmer and measure it? I'll live on the edge. I'm gonna live on the edge a little bit. Okay, no, but that fits perfectly. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna glue that piece down. And I want it on the lower half of my card. I don't want it right smack dab in the middle. Like so. Okay, so now I have my sentiment and I have my little ephemera pieces. This was actually a piece that I cut out again with my layering circle die with one of the smaller circles, just a piece of pattern paper. And then this was a fussy cut daisy. So I think I'm just gonna pop the sentiment up with foam, and all these other pieces I'm just gonna layer like so. So again, I'm gonna use foam. There we go. So this part needs to tuck in the top, so I'm gonna put it on the lower part. And then I need to leave some space on either side, but I do need a little bit of foam. So I'm just gonna put the 3 foam pieces along the bottom there. So staticky. Okay, and then I'm not gonna put this like smack dab in the middle. I think I'm just gonna do just slightly off center, like so. And then this piece, oops. Will come in the top like that. Press that down. And then this piece will come into the side like that. And that daisy will come into the side like that. Beautiful. So cute. And again, because I can't get enough of the gems, we're gonna add in some of these. Because I just can't help myself. I love the gems. Love the gems, love the glitter, but not a lot of it. Not a lot of it. Less is more. But you know, just enough of a sparkle. There you go. So you can see those gems there shining in the light. And again, wink of Stella. It's very, very rare that I do not add wink of Stella to my card. I will even find ways to use it on masculine cards. There are ways that I can add this to a masculine card and the masculine card won't be too glittery or, too shiny. There you go. So I've just added it to the center of this flower. I've added it to some of the leaves up in here. So just a little bit. Now I do want to add this one, put this one on the card base. So as you can see here, I have my card base, but I did not cut my card base using the die set. Because it's very easy to just mount this on your card base and trim off the excess. It's much easier, I find. I'm just gonna make sure that's center on there. Press it down. And then I'll just go in with my scissors and just snip, 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 and snip. There you go, easy peasy. And now you have emerald shaped card base. Oh, I love this one. Turned out so cute. Okay, And then lastly, another circle card here with some added sparkle, which I love. This one was super, super simple. I used this pattern in behind, which has a lot going on, so I really didn't have to do a whole lot in regards to ephemera. Like, I didn't want to cover this very much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and glue this down. Okay, it's on glitter paper, so it might need a little bit of time to adhere there. So I'm just gonna hold on to it for a little bit longer than I would with normal cardstock to really make sure it is stuck down on that glitter paper. I could use double-sided tape, but it's just easier and faster for me to reach for my precision glue press. Okay, that's good enough. And then I'm just gonna layer on my sentiment. And I've also cut these glitter circles out with my layering circle die. And I'm just going to layer them how I want them. Probably just like so. That's cute. So again, I'm gonna pop this up on some foam and I'll just put it right in the center so I can tuck those circle pieces in. Get that out of the way. And then I'm just gonna glue these guys on. Like so. Very cute. And I don't even think I really need to add any gems to this one. I've got the sparkle from the paper, which I really like. I will. I'm just gonna come in with, again, Wink of Stella. There's these little splatter spots on here. I'm gonna just touch with my Wink of Stella pen. And then just a couple of the leaves. There we go. And then I will go ahead and put this on my card base. So as you can see with these circle card bases, I did cut them with the layering die. So I cut out my piece of paper first. I believe this was 4 1/8 by 4 1/8 that I cut it, and then I just ran it through my die cutting machine with my circle die. And then I had the circle die not quite, in the center of my paper. I moved it up a little bit, right? Because I need that folding edge. Make sure that goes on straight, like so. Cute. There you go. So 4 cards using that NSD kit that many of you have purchased. If you did not get a kit, we are out of them, but you can easily use these techniques with any pattern paper, any cardstock, any sentiment. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next video.